All right, functions, slope, intercept. This is where you are drawing a line by only looking at the equation. Here we go. The thing you need to remember is that when you see an equation in this form, a function in this form, y equals mx plus b, m, the coefficient of x, that will always be the slope. B will always be the y-intercept. The constant, whatever b is, it's going to be something you're adding or subtracting. That's always the y-intercept. To draw a line, you start with the y-intercept, then apply the slope, and you'll have your line. So just remember the slope is always, my buddy told me, it's married to x. M is married to x. They're always next to each other. The slope is always right up against the x. And then b is the y-intercept. So here we go. So they're giving us an equation, y equals 2/3 x plus 1. So we start with our y-intercept. That's the constant. It's 1. We're going to mark 1 on the y-axis. From there, we're going to apply the slope, which is 2/3. The top number is your vertical change. Your bottom number is your horizontal change. So it's a positive 2 over a positive 3, up 2, right 3. So from my y-intercept, I'm going to go up 2, right 3. There it is. Now you could also reverse it and go this way. I'm going up 2, right 3 from here as well. Or you could even think down 2, left 3. As long as that pattern stays the same and you've got your straight line. So I'm going to do a few more of these. I'm going to go rather quickly. I've got a few examples. Okay, we start with our y-intercept. Our y-intercept is 3. We mark a 3. We think of our slope as -1/2. I'm going to go ahead and move my negative sign up to the top number, which would mean it's down 1, right 2. So you're going to go down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, and mark it. You could also, you could also think of it as taking that negative sign and moving it towards the bottom, the denominator. Now it would be up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. You're still following the same trajectory of the line. It's still following that same pattern, and it's going downward from left to right. A negative slope has a negative coefficient. All right. So y-intercept is -1. You mark your -1. Your slope is 4. You want to think of it as a fraction, so you're going to think of it as 4 over 1. And it's going to be up 4, right 1. And really, I should only have the 4 highlighted here for the slope. 4x is not the slope. 4 is just the slope. All right, so up 4, right 1. Or you could think of it as down 4, left 1. Negative over negative is a positive. Down 4, left 1 puts you right there. We'll keep going. -2x plus 3, your y-intercept is a positive 3. You mark it. Your slope is going to be that -2. I'm going to think of it as -2 over 1. From there, you can think of it as down 2, right 1. And you can just mark some points while drawing it. There you go. And then you could also think of it as I'm going down 2, right 1 from this point as well. Or you could think up 2, left 1, as long as that trajectory stays the same pattern of moves. All right. So we've got this one. We've got a y-intercept of 1. There it is. A slope of -3. I'm going to think of it as -3 over 1. So that's going to be down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1. Or you could take the negative sign, drop it to the denominator. That'd be up 3, left 1. And there you go. There's your line. We're going to do a few more. We've got y equals -1/3 x plus 2. My y-intercept is 2. My slope is going to be -1/3. I'm going to take that negative and stick it up there with the numerator. That would mean down 1, right 3. And you could also reverse the pattern and think of it like this. You could have even gone up 1, left 3. And there you go. All right. So we have your y-intercept. So we've got our equation up here. Our function is y equals -1/4 x minus 2. Your y-intercept is -2. There it is. Your slope is -1/4. I'm going to take my negative, stick it with the numerator. down 1, right 4. There you go. And then you could also think of it, if you take the negative sign and drop it to the denominator, that's going to be up 1, left 4. Up 1, left 4 puts you right here. It's following the same pattern. There's your line. All right, a few more examples. Okay, y-intercept for this one is going to be -3. You start with your -3. You find your -1/2 slope. I'm going to think of it as -1/2. Down 1, right 2. And down 1, right 2. You could think of it as, take that negative, drop it to the denominator. You could think of it as up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2, up 1, left 2. There you go. Now, we've got a picture. We want to figure out which equation matches with it. First thing, I see this y-intercept of -3. I'm going to get rid of these two because this has a y-intercept of 2. This has a y-intercept of -1/2. So now we're checking out the slope. Up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. It's got to be this. All right, we'll keep going. Here is our line. Which equation will it be? I see the y-intercept is a 2. I'm going to get rid of anything with a constant that's not 2. So we're down to these two. So now I'm looking at the slope. This is a negative slope, and it's going down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1. That's -3/1, which would give us this. -3/1 is your slope. Here's our new line. Here are the choices. I see my y-intercept is -3. So I'm getting rid of these two choices. That's a y-intercept of 2, y-intercept of -1/2. Now I see I'm going up 3, right 1. I'm sorry, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. It's got to be this. This line wouldn't be as steep. It would be going up 1, right 2. Here's another one. We've got now this is interesting. This line is crossing the y-axis, not at a whole number or an integer. It's going between. That's going to be a y-intercept of about -1/2. So you could get rid of all these choices. It's got to be this. And then also, hey, I'm going up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1. So it's got to be this. That is about it. I hope this helps. Best of luck to you.